Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noel and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I am so excited to get to share with you the fall sunset box, which has been sent to me for review. This is a fantastic quarterly lifestyle box and I just don't know why it's not more popular. It is so great. If you are unfamiliar, it is put out by Sunset Magazine, which is a lifestyle magazine that covers all kinds of things: gardening, cooking, travel. It is just such a great resource, but it is kind of focused on the western states. So if you live in another part of the country, maybe that's why you haven't heard about it. But this box has been around for a few years. The magazine that it originates from has been around for over 100 years. And I have just really found the brands and the items that they have included in this curated box every quarter to be really fantastic. Things that I definitely hold on to and use in my daily life. And it has an element of sophistication. They also work with a lot of like lesser known brands, and I just think you'll really love it if you give it a shot. So they do have two different sizes. They have the standard, which is usually 4 to 8 products, and that is a really reasonable $69.99 per quarter. If you go ahead and do the annual subscription, you save basically $10 per box. It brings it down to $59.99. And then I am lucky enough to get to show you the premium box, which usually has 7 to 12 products. So it has everything that's in the standard box plus a lot more. That's a bit of a price jump because there is a big difference in the number of items that are included, and that is $149.99 per quarter, but you save even more if you do an annual with that subscription. You actually save $15 a box, and it winds up being $134.99 per box if you do that annual subscription and pay up front. I do have a fantastic code for you that will work with either of those box sizes. It's mauinoel 25, and that will save you 25%. So that's a really good savings, and that will work on the annual subscription. I believe it did the last time I checked. So really great products from all over the West, obviously Western companies, because that is what the magazine focuses on. So home design, garden gear, food, drink. We usually get some edible items in here, but definitely things that I think you can use in any part of the country. So it's always different because they do send us some like larger items. Like for example, I think maybe last season they sent us a grilling basket, which was really cool. So not much in terms of the presentation of the box. It's just whatever box is going to fit all of the contents inside, which I'm totally fine with. It looks like they may have finally decided to get rid of their very orange shred, which I'm okay with because it was just kind of a mess, but maybe it's just because everything fit in here so nicely. So I'm actually going to pull some of the items out so that I have a little bit more space here on my desk, and so that we can look at everything. One of the things that they have been doing pretty much since the beginning is including a jigsaw puzzle that usually has covers from the magazine, especially when the magazine used to not just do photo covers but actually had artists do it. And I really think a lot of them are really neat. If you're a jigsaw puzzle person, fantastic. If you're not, you probably know someone who is, so it's a great regiftable item. And I believe that they release these new magazine covered jigsaw puzzles to subscription box people first, so you're the first to get and see it. So let's go ahead and find the product card. All right, so the product card usually has the jigsaw puzzle image on it, and that is the case this time. Every once in a while, I think maybe 2 times or something, it hasn't matched up, but we actually have a whole collage of different sunset covers. So maybe these look familiar to some of you, but I actually think that's really cool. I am not a jigsaw person. I just don't have the room to store them, even though I like the idea of being a jigsaw person. So usually I pass these on either in my giveaways or to friends and family, but I actually think this one is really cool. Sunset has been kind of a part of my life for as long as I can remember. My mom used to be a subscriber even when we lived in Hawaii, because that is definitely a Western state, right? It's like the most Western you can get. But I just love their lifestyle articles, and I've gotten a lot of really good ideas for sort of like weekend getaways in their travel sections, because obviously they're the Western states, so they're ones that you can get to either driving or with a quick flight. So a lot of the times I've seen some really cool boho chic like vacation rentals or just little towns that I'd never heard of before, and I saw them first in Sunset Magazine or in their feed. So On the other side, it just tells us all about it. So let me go ahead and read sort of the intro. There might be some spoilers in there, but we'll get into it. And it looks like this time around we have 9 items in our premium box. All right, so at Sunset, we're constantly on the lookout for cooking tools and pantry items that will make your time in the kitchen a lot easier and way more delicious. With that in mind, we curated this premium edition of our fall food and cooking box. So that is the theme. They've done that before, and you know, gotta love some kitchen gadgets. So it's the food and cooking box with kitchen upgrades that the editors of Sunset can't cook without. Think of them as better basics that will raise your culinary game, all while being sustainable and super stylish. And that is exactly what I love from this box. So I'm going to prop this up in front of me and we will take a look at what we've got. I'm already seeing some fantastic things. Like I said, some edible and some that are going to be tools that I bet I didn't know how I lived without. So let's actually start with the jigsaw puzzle. After all of that, I know you're really excited, but let's start with the jigsaw puzzle since we already know what it is. It's 1,000 pieces. It's 125 years of Sunset. Well, obviously not 125 covers, but probably some of their more iconic ones and probably ones that haven't already been featured on a jigsaw puzzle, but really, really cool artwork. I'm not going to take the plastic wrap off, but you guys can see a lot of them are actually pieces of art. So paintings or drawings is what they used to do. These days, I think they usually do photographs, and you can see that along the bottom row. I think they did it in chronological order. Those are photographs. So it says this is their special 125th anniversary jigsaw puzzle back in 1898. That's how long this has been around. So yeah, hopefully you've heard of Sunset Magazine by now. It says back in 1898 we published our very first issue of Sunset Magazine, and this year marks our 125th anniversary. To celebrate the occasion, we've collected some of our favorite vintage covers from throughout the years for this very special puzzle, which we're giving to our loyal box subscribers before releasing it to the public. So it will be available to the public, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like on the bottom, I'm already seeing Dream Cabin, Mountain Escapes, Best Places to Camp. So it's totally what I was talking about in terms of great travel ideas. So you could definitely travel to those places from the East Coast or the Midwest too, you guys. All right, so the first thing, I thought this looked very interesting, kind of spacey. So it's a grater, and I'm just gonna find if I can pull it out. So it's this clever conical grater. This is pretty clever. It's got a wooden handle, and unlike a regular grater, it's got the smaller size right here. Looks like it has 3 different sizes. So super small, almost for zesting, then a little bit bigger here, and then, you know, for cheese and bigger things like that. So it says, this conical grater is a game changer. The round opening sits comfortably within a bowl, unlike rectangular box graters that slip around. Plus, the vertical handle gives you a firmer grip, so it's ergonomic. It's an ergonomic win-win. We speedily shredded carrots for Moroccan salads and potatoes for peppery hash browns, and are never using a square box grater again. What a fantastic idea. Have you guys done that before, where you're trying to grate a bunch of cheese or zucchini or what have you, and you're trying to make it fit and the bottom of the bowl isn't quite big enough? So this has like a nice silicone, like a rubberized circle on the bottom, so it's gonna be nice and steady, and then you're always holding on to that like weird handle and trying to grate. I love this idea of a vertical handle. I think this is a fantastic idea. So this is a great kitchen tool, one that even my small kitchen has room for, but now I just have to figure out what to do with that box grater. So I'll probably hold on to it, but I love this idea. So cool. Such a good idea for being able to just grate the things into the bowl instead of like doing it on a cutting board and then trying to transport everything. Such a good idea. Or even in a strainer, right? If it's something that's kind of liquidy like carrots and you kind of want some of that juice to flow out, you can put that right into the colander. Such a good idea. All right, another great kitchen item that we have got is this portable paring knife. Ooh, they sent us a knife. It's in a plastic bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that up with my scissors. Not with a knife, but it's a paring knife. So it's a Coon Recon portable paring knife. It says even California cuisine can benefit from a little Swiss precision, which is why this paring knife with protective sheath has been our go-to traveling toolkit blade and MVP daily slicer for years. It's a bar knife, lemon peeler, apple slicer, campsite charcuterie board regular, and road trip snack enabler. So it's got this nice, it's a plastic handle, but it seems like it's gonna be great. I love that it has a sheath to it too, so it's gonna be easy to take with you, but I I always need a new paring knife. I should be better about sharpening my knives, but to be honest with you, I haven't made like the investment in like all, you know, good Wusthof or whatever kind of knife blade. I have like a decent Sentoku knife. I have some ceramic blades, but I don't have like just the full collection where I'm going to take the time to either go and have them sharpened or sharpen them myself. But you always need a good paring knife, right? Always, always, always you need a good paring knife. And I love that they're like, you could travel with it. Remember not to pack that in your carry-on if you're traveling by plane, because they will stop you. They will definitely do that. All right, on to something that is actually edible. So this is actually Hawaiian sea salt. So it's ala ea. It's gourmet sea salt made in Hawaii, which you guys know I love, because if you're new to my channel, the reason it's called Hi Noel is not just because I like you to say hello to me, but the H and the I are both capitalized because it is the abbreviation for the state of Hawaii where I grew up and where I had the pleasure and the honor of living for many years. So it says for centuries, naturally occurring volcanic ala ea alaya? I'm not sure. I think it's alaya. Volcanic red clay has been used ritualistically and medically for its healing properties. It's harvested off the Kona coast of Hawaii's Big Island by Sea Salts of Hawaii. It's often used to season kalua pig, so good, but we love it as a finishing salt on steaks, chicken, fish, and crudité. So, and you can get volcanic sea salt, you can get the red sea salt. This is awesome. So I think it might be alaya because it doesn't have the little apostrophe or opina to give you that glottal stop. So alaya, you guys, I should know that, but I don't. You learn something every day. I'm gonna have to look it up or ask one of my friends who is more fluent in Hawaiian than I am. All right, another item from Alpine Start, dirty chai latte. There's 5 packets. So it's high altitude Arabica instant coffee blended with traditional chai spices, black tea, and soy milk. This sounds amazing and perfect for fall, yes? Chai tea meets artisanal artisanal coffee in this nicely spiced vegan dirty chai latte from Boulder-based Alpine Start. Originally designed for campers and hikers, the founders are avid climbers and alpinists. It gives you a barista quality drink in no time, and it is our new favorite fall drink. I love that because I love traveling with good coffee. So I wonder if you just mix it. So it says, do you like your chai a little dirty? We do too. We took traditional chai spices with black tea, soy milk, and our original blend coffee to make a rich treat that is ready in an instant and works in hot or cold water. We are proud to support positive change for the environment through our 1% for the planet commitment. Every cup you drink helps us protect the wild places we love. So all you do is pour 1 stick into a cup and then you add 8 to 10 ounces of water, stir well. So you don't have to steep it or anything. It's not like one of those kind of like brewing packets. It's just like an instant coffee. So that's awesome for travel. And I love me some chai, especially in the fall months. I will take this kind of dirty chai over a PSL like any day. All right, let's see what else we've got. We have, another edible item. Let me find this. This is from Bona Fortuna. It's casareche, an ancient grain pasta. So it's kind of like a twisty pasta. Can you guys see that in there? We got this nice big box. So organic heirloom casareche pasta. Bona Fortuna, which has an organic farm in Sicily, and its team in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, makes amazing ancient grain casareche, a rare pasta that's deeply flavored and traps sauce perfectly. Bona Fortuna is a mission-minded innovator. It's a B Corp with a philanthropic aim. It's climate neutral certified and a member of 1% for the planet also. So that's what it looks like. Can you guys see? It's got some like twists to it. I bet that's really good with a good sauce. Maybe like a very light cream sauce is what I'm imagining, so that it really gets to soak in that flavor. It's kind of fun. I went to an Italian dinner last night. I'm going to an Italian dinner tonight. I love noodles and Italian food in general. So sometimes you gotta do some of it at home too. This looks really good though. And anytime we get noodles in a box, I'm keeping it because I'm gonna use it. All right, we also got another thing that I swear by. I don't know that I've used this brand before, but this is actually really, really cool. So this is a silicone baking mat, but look, instead of coming rolled up and sort of fit into a box that then you have to hold on to so that you know what to do with it, it came folded. It says California-based GIR, G-I-R, which stands for Get It Right, which we love, makes the best eco-friendly baking mats that create a non-stick surface and mean you'll never waste a piece of foil or parchment in your your oven again. You can also use it as a heat-proof landing pad to protect your countertops or as a placemat. So basically it works as a nice trivet. I'm gonna see if I can open it up. It says our nonstick baking mats are at home, in the oven, on the countertop, or at the table. Use them as a gorgeous stand-in for foil or parchment paper, or as a fresh surface for kneading, prepping, cooling, and organizing. That is so good for like kneading things. Ooh, look at this. This is pretty with this like speckled blue. Isn't that blue gorgeous? I love that. I have quite a few silicone baking mats, and you know, I even have like the old school Silpats when I used to do a lot of baking, but these are fantastic. I wonder what temperature they can go up to. So they can work on a quarter sheet pan or a half sheet pan. Let's see what size we got. We got the 12 by 17, so it's the half sheet pan. Cool. That's awesome. I'm not sure what it says. So microwave safe, dishwasher safe, heat proof to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. So I love that because that means you can roast your veggies on these, which is fantastic. I think that's really neat. Is it stuck together? Oh no, it's not stuck together at all. So it just has a little, cleans up nice, just like grandma's favorite copper pan. So it will start to develop a patina over the years. So if you see a few stains here and there, don't worry, they won't affect your food or the performance of the mat. But you can give it a good wash with baking soda or a non-abrasive cleanser. So it's just a little one, which is honestly perfect for me because my baking sheets these days that I use, it's just for like a dozen little cookies. Like I don't have a big, I have a couple of Silpats and silicone baking mats that are actually too big for the cookie sheets that I have right now. So I'm stoked on that. We got another, this is from Dot and Army reusable bowl covers. You guys have probably seen these before. I love these. It's a cotton bowl cover, 100% cotton and breathable. This chic gray ticking bowl cover from Dot and Army is perfect for proofing dough, and the chic so, you know, proofing. I think I've been watching too much Great British Baking Show. Proving dough, and is the chicest way to cover your cookie plate, salad, potluck dishes, or leftovers. It fits snugly onto a 12 or 14-inch bowl and will keep plastic wrap and dirty foil out of the landfill. So, you know, sometimes you need an airtight seal, but for something where it actually needs to breathe, like if you're proving bread, then that's great. So I wonder if someone like used a shower cap once upon a time to cover a bowl and then was like, you know what, we should make bowl covers because that's going to save a lot of plastic wrap and foil and actually have a better seal, because it kind of looks like a shower cap, doesn't it, you guys? But it's a great idea. So, and I also really like this one because it's not like, I don't mind whimsical, but I like something that's just kind of classic like this. Awesome. And it's going to look nice on your countertop. All right, what else? We have one last thing. This was such a great box and perfect as we slip into the days where we might be indoors a little bit more, right? So not so much of the grilling stuff, even though I can grill almost year round here. This is exciting, you guys. From McAvoy Ranch, it's some extra virgin olive oil, some EVOO. Look how pretty this bottle is. How many ounces is it? It is 16.9 fluid ounces. Fantastic, aka 500 milliliters. You know, the other parts of the world, everywhere else in the world that actually uses metric. So it says McAvoy Ranch's exceptional extra virgin cooking oil is grown and pressed on their beautiful Sonoma County estate. It has a smoke point of over 400 degrees, so it's not only perfect for high heat sautés of proteins and vegetables, it also retains high levels of antioxidants and polyphenols during cooking. But don't be limited by the cooking designation. It's fruity sweet and ideal for dressings and drizzling too, and just dipping. I love dipping bread with some herbs in some really good olive oil. This is fantastic. But I love that they said that it has a good high smoke point, because I like to use olive oil as much as possible, but some of them, it's not ideal for cooking when you're doing like a protein, right? So what a great box, once again, from Sunset Box. Again, I don't know why this box isn't more popular. I just think it is fantastic. It doesn't matter where in the country you live. I think you could appreciate all of these items. So let's just go over them one more time. I'm really excited to use a lot of these things, but you guys tell me in the comments below which of these items you would be most excited to receive. So we got, of course, our Sunset Best of the West, celebrating their 125 years. That's pretty impressive, right, for a publication. That is their Jigsaw Puzzle, 1,000 pieces. We got our clever conical grater. I think I'm really excited about this. We got our portable paring knife, and I like that it came in a nice bright red. Our Hawaiian sea salt, which makes everything better. A touch of Hawaii makes everything better. Our dirty chai latte, again, good for on the go. Our organic casarecce pasta, which looks delicious, and we got so much of it, so it's like 500 grams, a lot. We got our silicone baking mat, and again, I think it's really cool that it just folds up. It's going to be really easy for storage. I don't know why I haven't thought of folding the other ones before. Our cotton bowl cover, which I just put in my lap. Super cute. And of course, our McAvoy Ranch cooking oil. I am so stoked on this box, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Again, use that code mauinoel25 to get 25% off your subscription. And I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.